What's up, everybody? Chris Rodriguez here with GrowPro and Maya, and on this video I wanted to give you a special insider's look to my daily to-do list. Now, I've been posting a ton on my IG stories, my Instagram stories. If you don't follow me on IG, give me a follow. It's Chris Lee Rodriguez. Yes, my middle name is Lee, like Bruce Lee. And every time I share a story that shows my daily to-do list, I get a ton of DMs asking about it. Now, Jim Rohn said it best: plan your work, work your plan. And high achievers go into their day knowing exactly what they are going to do, and they prioritize their top 3 tasks that must get done. Now, I created a PDF and imported it into one of my favorite iPad apps called GoodNotes. And I personally am a huge fan in bookending your days, meaning you have an official start to your day and you have an official end of the day. The start of the day is your morning routine, and the end of the day is your evening routine. And I find it really powerful to schedule your next day's work the night before. I will not go to bed until my next day is completely planned out. And it really helps with just kind of getting things out of your mind, right? Doing a mind dump, which for me really helps me get a better night's rest. Now, my evening ritual includes 3 items, and one of those items is how I set up my day. So I wanted to break it down exactly how I do it and hope that it inspires you to set yourself up for success. So let me go ahead, and I'm actually going to share the screen of my iPad, and I'm going to walk you through how you can do this. So here we have, this is the PDF that I created that I basically just imported into the app called GoodNotes, okay? So I'm just gonna kind of walk you through step by step what each area on this iPad does, okay? And it doesn't look like I've got the right camera. There we go. All right, perfect. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna write the date. So we're gonna use today as the example. So I'm just gonna write in Monday, July 26, 2021. And you're going to see that this is broken down into 3 areas. We've got priority tasks, a task dump, and a time block. Now, this task dump is just an ongoing list. So as things come up, I will go ahead and I will write them in. And oftentimes, these end up turning into priority tasks that need to get done, or they will end up getting delegated and sometimes just deleted. So the first thing that I do is I've got to set what are my top 3 priority tasks for the day. So for this particular day, it is a Monday, and every Monday I do video batching. So I film videos just like this one. Now, I also have one of my rocks for this quarter, one of my 90-day projects that I need to start working on, and that is creating some new sequences for a really cool program we're going to be launching for GrowPro. And I have an article due for the Martial Arts Success magazine that I need to start working on. It's 3,500 words, so I need to put some time aside for that, okay? The next thing I do then is go into the time block, and I'm a huge fan of color coordinating this. So purple is just kind of personal stuff. So I usually wake up at around 6:30 because that's usually when Cruz wakes us up, and I spend the first hour of my day with him. Then I need to get ready, and then I drive to my F45 class. And while I am in the parking lot, it's only about 10 minutes down the road, I do my morning personal ritual, which includes journaling. So I actually journal in the car while I'm waiting for class to start. And then I go to my class, F45, it's 45 minutes. I get cleaned up, and then I head to work. And then once I get to work, I'm going to do my morning business ritual. It's the first thing that I do when I sit down at my desk. Now, Monday, I have 2 main meetings that I have to do. So I want to prep for those meetings. I'm never going to go into a meeting unprepared. And now I am going to time block when I'm going to get these priority tasks done. So writing and creativity and like filming content is something that I prefer to do right in the beginning of the day. So I'm going to schedule that in first thing, because that's kind of what I like to call the magic hour for me. That's when I produce the best. So that is when I'm going to do my video batching and film all my batching, and I'm going to start writing out the news sequences for our clients, okay? 12 o'clock, no matter what, we always have our PAC Level 10 meeting every single Monday. And then immediately after that, I have my Maya meeting. Okay, so this happens every single Monday, no matter what. Later on that day, I have a client call with a gentleman named Jason, or actually a potential client call. He's interested in the A team, so I'm going to add him to my schedule. And then I have a marketing meeting. So I'm going to put market meeting for a potential new sponsor for Maya. And then I'm going to have about a 2-hour time block after my 2 o'clock coffee kicks in, where I'm going to write that MA Success article and finish that up. So I'm going to leave a nice solid chunk of time for me to be able to do that. And then I have a hard non-negotiable to leave the office right at 5 so I can head home and drive home. And then it is family time. And I'm going to spend time with family. We're going to eat dinner together. Cruz gets his bath at 7 o'clock. And then at 8 o'clock I do my evening personal ritual. And as you can see, this is me bookending my days right here. Okay? And what I think what ultimately ends up happening is that most people end up having a to-do list, but they do not take that to-do list and time block it and put the time aside on exactly when they're going to do it. Now, one of the big learning curves for me is what I used to do is I would not be specific on these time blocks, right? So these priority tasks here, what I used to do, and I would not suggest doing this, is I would just keep this kind of open like this, and I would just call this focus time. But I wasn't being very specific with assigning what I was going to do during that focus time. Other people call it deep work, right? When you can really dive deep into your work, no interruptions, and get it done. And I would not suggest doing that. I would absolutely make sure you're assigning whatever the tasks that you want to complete with a time. And all of this is also on my Google Calendar. So if for whatever reason I need to run out of the office, my Google Calendar is on my phone so I can easily access it. But this has just really been game changing for me. I used to be very much a pen and paper person. I would use a Padfolio with a legal pad. And one, this saves paper. Two, it's a lot more fun to write on. It allows me to color coordinate really easy. But, one of the number one questions I get is like, Chris, how do you get it all done? I get it all done because every single minute of my day is assigned a task. And I hope you found value in this video. If you have any other questions on, taking a look at how I set up my day, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.